Welcome back to Alan Vince's Sports Talk. We got a show today. Me and Vince are back at it. Week 6 recap. MLB, NBA starting next week. NHL is getting kicking off. And we begin today with the week 6 recap.
Yeah, we got some week 6 and 7 going into week 7. Some interesting matchups. Not the not the primetime games we've been wanting, but
Hey, we got
we
Dolphins
get like
Eagles.
one good primetime game out of 3. But
Dolphins Eagles gonna be a good game.
that's probably gonna be the best game out of the
Of
week.
the whole day or
Whole week.
whole week.
So last week, Chiefs Broncos primetime game, Thursday night game. That was surprisingly
Very
uh,
interesting.
very interesting matchup. I don't think that the Broncos did good. I just think the Chiefs did bad.
I
So,
think that Patrick Mahomes underperformed for sure that game.
yeah, so much for fantasy points. So
Didn't really help you out.
no, well I still won, but we don't talk about it. Broncos still in the hole. I mean, I don't see them crawling out anytime soon. I think they have to change up their whole. These got to Sean Payton. I don't know. If he's like washed up now, or if Russell's burnt in the kitchen, can't cook anymore. But that defense was supposed to be what, like top 5, and they're like, come on.
What, the Broncos defense?
Yeah, they're supposed to be really good.
They've been underperforming. Same with Russell Wilson, your former boy. He's not. I think. Do you think he's disappointed you? I haven't asked you this at all since we've been doing the show. Like since he went to Denver, has he disappointed you? Like he hasn't shown up to your expectations.
He's disappointed everyone, but you know what? He's not wearing blue anymore, so I don't really care. He can go home. So, but enough of Russell Wilson, mid Wilson, man. But Ravens Titans. I mean,
That was a weird game, but
Yeah.
Baltimore pulled it off. Another game in London, and now that they're done with the London games, they're gonna go to Germany now.
Oh,
So great. I wonder what how the Ravens are gonna do the rest of the way. Titans took a tough one. Ryan Tannehill can't stay healthy. He's hurt. So, I mean,
Titans they're like the Chargers. They're just like a mid. They're like disguised as a mid team. Like they're supposed to be this hype team.
the
but
difference
they're
between
really
both
mid.
of those teams is that the Chargers have lost 3 or 4 games by 3 points this year, and they can't finish off a game. And with the Titans, they're just on and off. So,
Yeah, mid tier teams. But Commanders over Falcons. I mean, I want the Falcons to win. That whole division down there has been weird. Everyone. It seems like anyone could win that division now, except the Panthers. Panthers aren't winning anything. Commanders been winning some games surprisingly. I don't know if
that's
they're-
not going to last long, trust me.
I don't know. Almost with Philly. I mean, but Philly's also been giving up points, and we'll get to them. But Vikings over Bears. I mean, Vikings need this win. Bears not really going anywhere anytime soon. Vikings trying to get their step in. I know they don't have
Jefferson for like
yeah.
4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, so I don't
they're in
know.
a bad spot for
I don't
sure.
even know if he's gonna play this season. If it's even worth it. I mean, you don't want to
You don't want to risk anything worse happening, so. But I gotta say though, there's been a lot of unexpected. Like the Niners lost their first game, the Eagles lost their first game, so now there's no longer any undefeated teams. If you have any Niners injury updates, Debo Samuel is day to day. CMC, he had an MRI. He's doing okay. Trent Williams should be fine. So, like all Niners fans are like panicking because they thought their players would be gone for a while, but they got good status on their MRIs, so they look like they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, Browns took over 49ers. That was a close game all the way through. Of course, Niners got some injuries, but their offense should be.
I feel like me and you say this like all the time though. Like the NFL is like a week to week league, so you never know what's gonna happen. Like no one expected these two teams to lose to the Browns and Jets, but that's why you play the game. They might be the better team on paper, but you have to show it during the game.
Yeah, both those teams work as hard as each other. It's just the talent around them. I mean, the Browns can get it done, but 49ers just slipped up. It was at home. It was at
It was in Cleveland.
So good home win for the Browns.
They needed that for sure.
Bengals Seahawks. You know, Bengals took that one over Seahawks. It wasn't really that interesting game. Burrow seeming like he's connected one or two dots, but it's gonna take a little bit to get the Bengals rolling again. I mean, if they want to get to that spot in that competing division with the Ravens, like Ravens not doing that bad, like not that good either. But that Bengals, they just need to catch up. I don't see them going anywhere if they can't like start performing offensively.
For sure. I mean, we're already about to be week 7, so Bengals just gotta hang in there and keep doing their thing. I mean, when they started off 0-3, and now they're 3-3. I mean, you might start off terribly, but then you could have that one game that could bring you into a win streak. So, winning 3 in a row is pretty big.
We got Dolphins over Panthers. I mean, expected. But Panthers, what, put up 20 still? Something like that? It was like, come on, guys. Dolphins getting too comfortable with this lead. I mean, I do have Dolphins defense. Oh.
Not really the strongest defense, but, I mean, I'm not even going to talk, but...
I mean, as long as the Dolphins are outscoring everyone, I mean, their defense is not really going to matter. If they're putting 40 pieces on teams and 70 pieces, there's not much the other team can do.
If you have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and all those guys, it's just... So... Don't forget about Raheem Mostert, dude. Put up some crazy points in fantasy football this week. He put up like 33, 32 for me in Sleeper.
Tua's top 5.
That's your opinion.
Believe it. Start believing.
I'm all set with that, but...
Jags over Colts. I mean, whatever. Colts, Richardson, probably gonna be out. He's done.
Yeah, he doesn't. Anthony Richardson does not look like he's coming back, so it might be Gardner Minshew. Yeah, so it might be Minshew's time.
He's not a bad backup. Too,
no, so. he's not. He's fine actually. So.
But it's Colts are Colts, and they're gonna try to win some games. They should really not really go anywhere anyway. Jags, been a sneaky one recently. They've won a few sleeper games, but
I think that they'll be fine.
Yeah, Lawrence is still trying to show off what he can do. Texans over Saints. That was a good one.
Yeah, for sure.
So Saints were projected to win that one.
Your boy, CJ.
Yeah, so
he had a pretty good game. So
yeah, he's doing pretty good. To his first interception though, that sucks.
Hey, at some point everyone's gonna.
He beat the record. He beat Cam's record. It was like 190 pass attempts or something.
At some point, you're gonna throw a turnover at some point. You can't be perfect.
I think it was like a interception, and then he like ran, and then he fumbled it, and then I don't know.
It's part of the game.
Yeah, so
I mean,
Saints falling down again. Still division up for grabs. That'd be really interesting.
Bucks lost to the Lions. Lions are just. Yeah. I think the Lions are nasty, bro. Yeah, I don't know.
1, right?
5 actually. So they're for the first time since like 20 something, but they're playing great.
Yeah,
so
it's Megatron. So
who knows? But like, good for them for sure.
Yeah,
they're playing well.
I like the Bucks all the time. Even with Mayfield, Bucks still in it, even though they lost pieces. And especially Tom Brady, but surprisingly, still holding their ground and still holding that reputation that they've been for the past 3 years. So.
Brady left, and then Mayfield took the spot, and he's not doing that bad. But I mean,
he's putting in the work.
He's putting in the work, but he's not as good as people say he is. But he's okay. I'll give him that.
What's the hate against Mayfield?
I'm not hating on him. I said he's okay, but he's not anywhere near any of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
No. Raiders, Pats. I mean, Pats just.
That was.
Brick falling at a time.
Yeah, I just think that that was like,
I mean,
what's going on with New England right now. I don't know what their problem is. I don't even. Half the time, I don't even think it's hard to explain. But like they're going through a rough time for sure. The New England fans are going through it rough. They're not really liking what's going on. There's been a lot of booing. So they've got a lot of stuff to figure out. They're 1-5, just like the Giants, so they have a lot on their plate. So they also have the hardest schedule in the NFL the rest of the way. So they're in trouble. But if anything, they're trying to. I'm sure they're gonna figure something out. You know how it is. So
Yeah, I mean, new management seems like they gotta do what the Red Sox are doing. Fire everyone, everything. I mean, whatever's going on in those meetings and practices are like not hitting. So, we got Rams and Cardinals. Rams taking that one. Cardinals been an on and off team. I don't think they're not competing with anyone. But Rams are trying to. They've won a couple games that they maybe weren't supposed to. But nothing that special at the Rams, especially after the stuff. I mean, Cooper Kupp is trying to get back into rhythm. But
we'll see what happens. But I mean, so what else do we got?
Bills Giants.
I honestly don't think the Giants can. They can't score a touchdown, man. They don't know how to do clock management either. So the Giants are done. We've known that after the Seattle game, they've been done. So.
How many points they put up against the Bills?
Yeah, well they can't score a touchdown, but they shut down the Bills. So.
Yeah, I mean Bills is kind of like Miami too. Miami like in Philly, like some of these teams, they either like pound these teams or they're like barely scraping their teeth for the win. So, I mean, it's football, like you said, week to week, and you still gotta show up. We got Jets Eagles. That was surprisingly, especially
that was Philly, a little weird for sure. I don't know how I feel about. I mean, the Jets did just.
I mean, Jets outworked them, yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
And they earned the win. So I mean,
right,
they hanged in there. They hung in there. Yeah, well, they hung in there. They did their thing. They beat the Eagles. So they handled their own.
You think A-Rod's coming back? He's throwing the football and walking around.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. Like, he has to. Even if he does, he wouldn't come back until January, unless only if the Jets make the playoffs, he'd come back. But that's very iffy and it's very questionable. I don't see it. So.
Well, Eagles. I feel like every time the Eagles lose, everyone's trying to go towards Hurts and like his ability to perform. But remember the last time everyone doubted Hurts? So I feel like Eagles gonna be fine. They'll be back in the playoffs. They're gonna still have to compete with the Cowboys. I mean, that's the only real danger they have. Probably won't. I mean, division winners, probably. So, then we got Cowboys Chargers, which just wrapped up 2 days ago. Any thoughts on that? I'm more disappointed in.
Well, like I said before, I'll say it again. The Chargers can't finish games, so.
Chargers supposed to be this all great, like, up and coming team. When was Herbert drafted?
2020.
Yeah. So I mean, he's still, going into those years where he's like slinging it, but that game some overthrows. It's just like he had some guys open and it's just like over their head. It's like some of them are like, I don't even know, to the house touchdowns. But, they still held the Cowboys to only 20. I mean, Cowboys know to pound some team on offenses.
Micah Parsons made a big play. Stephon Gilmore made a big play. So
Cowboys defense did show
up. Dallas did show up, actually. So definitely a good bounce back win for the Cowboys. I obviously don't like Dallas, but they needed that win after they got embarrassed by San Francisco the week before.
So, I mean, good week 6.
I'm just really disappointed with my football team because they are just. You see that play at the end of the half, clock management with the Giants? That was pretty terrible. All Tyrod really had to do was snap it, throw it away, and kick a field goal. If he does that, the Giants are up 9-0, getting the football back in the second half with all the momentum. Instead of that, they gave Buffalo all the momentum after that, and that was just terrible to watch. Like, it's really not that. It's really not that hard. You just snap it, you throw the ball away, you kick the field goal, and you go up 9 plus the ball in the second half. And think about it. They did that. Giants could have been up like, I want to say like 14-12 would have been the final score if the Giants kicked that field goal. But instead, they made a really dumb decision. But it's not going to matter if you can't score a touchdown. If you can't score a touchdown, you're not going to win.
I mean, MVP for that kicker, so.
Tyrod didn't do bad. He played actually pretty decent. Besides the play calls that he had that play. But
So you want to go into some Week 7 picks? We'll go over the games, go over some opinions.
have at
So we
it.
got Las Vegas, Chicago for Thursday night. Is that right? So
Las
in-
Vegas,
in-
Chicago this Thursday?
yeah. So in Chicago, don't really think that's gonna make a difference. I feel like be more Raiders
Still got
fans in
Vegas.
Chicago. So I think Vegas are gonna, give it to them. They're still gonna win. I mean, Vegas been playing. What are they gonna be? 3, 4, and 3 and 2, 3 and 3, something like that. So I got Vegas over Chicago.
I'm taking Vegas.
Cleveland, Indy, at Indy. Doesn't seem. I mean, yeah, Gardner, but after what Cleveland did last week, I feel like they're just gonna bring that to Indy and, give it to them.
I got Cleveland.
Yeah, I think Cleveland's gonna.
Going off a
Give it to
big
Indy.
win against the Niners, so
Yeah.
Indy fell to Jacksonville, so
Buffalo at New England. I mean,
I'm
Come on.
taking Buffalo.
come on.
So,
Unless like New England.
even though the Bills didn't look good against the Giants, they looked pretty
but
terrible.
anyone is gonna be New England right now. So.
Yeah, well, they only scored 14 points on the 31st, 32nd ranked defense, I think, or something crazy. They're like all their stuff's at the bottom of the barrel. So I was expecting to put up more than 14 points on the terrible Giants. So, but they'll see what they can do this week. So.
Washington at Giants. Interesting game,
It's gonna be weird
but
for sure. I mean,
Washington played really good though.
Washington's what 4-3, or are they
Yeah, there might be. Yeah, they're
around there? Well, and the Giants are 1-5. So here's the thing about the Giants. I think the next few weeks with their opponents, because they have the Jets, and the Commanders. The next 2 weeks, they're gonna make these games interesting, but I don't think they'll pull it off.
Yeah, well, maybe they get some sort of rhythm going again. Maybe they get some spark in that offense. But
I don't know.
for now, I'm taking anyone that's against the Giants.
I'm
is
probably
really
taking
good.
Washington, bro.
Yeah, Washington's probably gonna-
Giants can't score a touchdown to save their life, so I mean, I'm just not gonna waste my time.
Atlanta at Tampa Bay. Good matchup.
In Tampa,
Yeah, in Tampa. I mean, Atlanta's been fine.
I think I could take. So both teams are like, technically like, So I think I'm gonna take Tampa here.
You take Tampa?
Yeah.
I'd take Tampa. Just because of how their offense is going to, I think it's going to start rolling. Baker's going to be all over them. And at home, come on. Detroit at Baltimore. That's a good game. So
Yeah, that'll probably be one of the games of the days for sure.
Detroit is going to keep rolling. Their offense is going to keep rolling. Jared Goff is breaking out. That defense, Dan Campbell's just getting all over him.
Yeah, Campbell's been doing a great job with the Detroit. So it's in Baltimore.
Yeah, at Baltimore.
That's a tough
I think it's a
game.
tough game. mean,
In
you wanna
Baltimore,
say
that's
Detroit,
tough,
but
bro.
Baltimore's been going good.
Detroit's been on fire, but I feel like the Ravens need this win at home. They just came off a good win, but and Detroit's red hot, so this is gonna be such a good game. Um, I gotta say for this one, I think that Detroit's gonna take it to Baltimore, dude. I'm being serious. They're coming off a great win. They're on top of their division right now, so I'm going with the Lions, bro.
I'm gonna take Baltimore here at home. Let's see how much Jackson can do. I mean, he hasn't really been, the top QB that he needs to be. So I feel like he's gonna have to show up. Pittsburgh at Los Angeles Chargers, LA. So
I got
I think two mid teams. I mean,
Pittsburgh at the Chargers. You said.
yeah, Pittsburgh at Chargers. I don't know.
I think the Chargers need this win for sure.
And it's at home.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and Pittsburgh coming off
Definitely.
a bye.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
I mean, because the Chargers. It doesn't matter if you can't finish a game. Like, if you can't finish the team off, forget about winning anything. But, like, you know what I mean. Like, Pittsburgh's coming off a bye, so you never know what could happen. And the Chargers just can't finish those final 15 minutes. So, I don't know. I still think.
Are the Chargers not gonna outscore Pittsburgh?
I think they will.
So yeah, that's what I mean. So I think I'm gonna go Chargers.
Yeah, I'll take Chargers.
All right, we got Arizona at Seattle.
Arizona's very underperforming. I think they're better than what they've showed. They're just not showing it. They're just terrible, like the Giants.
When Seattle coming off a loss, I mean Geno still did okay, but not.
Tyler Lockett had a really good game.
Yeah, so I'm not really worried. I'm gonna take Seattle here.
It's in Seattle. I'm definitely taking Seattle.
So,
No matter what, I was taking Seattle. So I don't know.
Green Bay at Denver. Oof. It's a rough game. Green Bay's been they're coming off a bye as well. So and I don't see Denver moving the needle anytime soon. I mean,
Were they playing?
they're playing Green Bay, Denver.
Oh, Green Bay.
Yeah, so I might take Green Bay here.
I would expect you to take the Packers.
Rams at Kansas City.
In Kansas City.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so I think.
I'm taking Patty here,
Yeah.
definitely.
You can't go against Pat.
They definitely, they came off a win. Did they even play last week, or they had a bye? No, they played the Broncos. Never mind. But I'm definitely taking Mahomes here and the Chiefs. I mean, the Rams are hanging in there, but
I just hope that Kansas can put some more points up on the board.
yeah, I think Mahomes definitely underperformed.
And it's at Arrowhead.
Yeah.
So
it's back-to-back home games for them. I like the Chiefs here for sure.
yeah, I'm gonna take the Chiefs. And game of the week: Miami at Philly.
It's gonna be a good Sunday night football game for sure.
Like these, if they both go
Both teams are 5-1, so this is gonna be a really good game for sure. I gotta say that Miami.
if they keep going back to back to back, it's gonna be interesting. They just. So, I don't know. I wanna go with Philly. I do. But the way that they've been on and off with the points they put up and that defense, I mean, Miami could just go all over them. Both these teams, it can either be a shutout
This
or
could be a shootout, but I don't know. I feel like Philly's got home field this week, so it's so tough playing in Philadelphia too. But Miami's been great. So, and Philly's doing Philly things, but Philly's a weird 5-1 right now. There's some games they should have. There's some games they definitely should have lost for sure. But
So
so I like it's not like they're this dominant team. Like yeah, they're still doing their thing, but like
they're still winning the game.
there's definitely games that they should have lost for sure. But um, I'll definitely take Miami here because I cannot
you're taking
stand the
Miami?
Eagles. Yes, I
Oh.
cannot stand the Eagles, bro. Or
I was gonna take Miami. I thought it was gonna be the oddball, but
no, I cannot take anyone into my division, especially the Eagles. I mean, I don't like anyone in my division, but I'd take anyone like over in like those teams, bro. I can't. So.
well, we'll see how well our picks hold up, and go
What's
from
the
there.
Monday night game?
Monday night? I don't actually know. What is the Monday night? That's the Sunday night game, the Philly?
Yeah,
Monday night?
Monday night football this week. So, what do we got? Niners Vikings.
Yeah, Niners Vikings.
Well, come on. I mean, I still taking Niners here.
Yeah.
Their players, they had good
Vikings are
MRIs,
no.
so it looks like they're gonna be fine. Like, there's not really need to panic. They're 5-1. They're on top of their division. There's no reason to panic at all. So, I'm taking the Niners here for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, I'll take the Niners. Well, we'll see what happens. Be interesting, those games, matchups. We can go on to some MLB and series championship coming up. Coming to like the third game for both of them.
Again, Game 3, Rangers or Astros are today, I believe.
So Texans 2-0 right now against Houston. Game 1 they did 2-0. Game 2 they did 5-4. I mean Texans.
Rangers.
I mean Houston's supposed to. I think they're gonna still fight back. I still think this might go to maybe 6.
Yeah, Rangers Astros Game 3 tonight, 8:00 p.m.
Yeah. So, I mean I see this going until 6. I got Rangers in 6.
I'll take. I think that Houston knows that they have to win tonight. They can't afford to go down 3-0. I don't care who they are, but I think the Rangers are gonna take care of business. We'll see what they can do back in Texas tonight. So,
Yeah, both teams falling 2-0. I mean, Houston.
Philadelphia's getting hot at the right time though. Kyle Schwarber's
Philly,
been a beast.
Arizona game 1 was.
Are we gonna talk about Bryce Harper though?
Yeah. So
Both
game
of them
1
are insane.
5-3. Phillies won, and then game 2 was 10-0.
Yeah, Game 2 was definitely a rout for the Phillies to the Diamondbacks. So
I mean, Philly was just attacking them. Arizona didn't have any answers. First time they got shut out ever in playoff. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's what it is. It's gonna happen. But they can't be going down 10-0 like that. Plus, they're using those starters, and it's just rough. It gets the morale down to Arizona. Like, no one thought, like, if I asked you, did Arizona's gonna make it to the NLCS? Like,
no
you think that'd
one
be
ever would
crazy.
have predicted that.
So, especially what they've been going through. But I really do hope the best for Arizona, but I don't see Philly not winning this. Like, Phillies might take this in 6. Maybe even 5.
We'll see.
I can even say sweep. Like,
Do you have like a World Series prediction if we had to decide it tomorrow?
I mean, the way things are going, Philly Texans, but I wouldn't doubt a Phillies.
Keep on
Houston
saying
game.
Texans, bro. Phillies Astros, bro. Yeah, or the Rangers. Yes, there you go.
Texas Rangers.
Yeah, but you kept on saying Texans.
Sorry, sir. My fault.
Range.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Houston comes back either.
No, I mean, I don't think.
I think it's a
I don't
lock.
see them
I think
just
it's a
gonna
lock
get-
that Phillies go into the World Series.
I think that the Phillies are gonna take it.
Oh,
Dude.
take it all?
I think they are. They're the
your
hottest
money
team.
on it.
They're the
Put
hottest
a-
team right now.
Put a
bro.
bet right now.
hottest. I'm not putting no bet, but I'm just saying hottest team right now in the playoffs. So I honestly think that they can pull it off for sure.
Yeah, so I think that's where it's gonna go. I mean, it'd be cool to see the Rangers in World Series, but
We haven't seen them in a
I
long
wouldn't be
time.
surprised if Houston comes back.
We haven't seen the Heat Rangers in a long time there. But
Yeah. Marlins GM, left. The only real man GM is Boston after they fired Bloom. Would I mind seeing her come? I mean, look at what they did to Miami. It was like they brought the right pieces and everything, made it to a playoff spot this year. Seems to know what she wants the direction to be. And Boston, cleaning house with the coaching staff. But they're keeping Cora and the pitching staff. So I wouldn't mind a shakeup either at Boston. I mean, just like the Patriots, they're gonna have to do something. We went from going to the ALCS to not even making the playoffs. So whatever that goes, and then Scherzer to start Game 3 of the Texans. I mean, Scherzer's back, baby. You want to see that fire that he brings. So hopefully he doesn't, crap out.
we'll see. If he does start Game 3, he'll be starting tonight.
Yeah, so he is starting. So, got some basketball. That's
NBA starts next Tuesday. We got the Warriors and Suns. So, and then the Celtics and Knicks the next day. So NBA kicking off next Tuesday. It's gonna be interesting to see what Chris Paul does for Golden State. I'm a little excited to see how he plays his role. He's definitely gonna help out Steph and the guys to give them breaks if he needs it, and see what happens, man. I'm excited though. It'll be fun, and it's an actual team I actually can look forward to because my football team's just letting me down like they always do.
You excited to start seeing basketball on the TV?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. It'll be fun to get back to a little NBA. It's always fun to see Golden State play. So I mean, we'll Celtics and Bucks, they're gonna do their thing, but it'll be lit.
All right. Well, we got some NHL coming around too. I mean, Boston seeming like they're gonna try to go again, make a run.
When are they playing again? I know they're 2-0. Bruins? Yeah. Thursday? And they're 2-0, correct? Okay. Well, that's Forney telling us that Bruins Thursday. Who do they got?
I believe they're in San Jose, so it's a late night. I think they do a West Coast trip.
Yikes. Still got Bruins,
Anytime, any day.
Anytime, any day, man. So.
But I know I'm a Blackhawks.
At San Jose, at LA, at Anaheim, all at late night games. So the West Coast.
Taking 10 o'clock games.
10 to 30.
Ugh. Getting ready to see Golden State play at 10 o'clock, like always, again. When the Celtics play at a whopping 7:30. Gotta love the West Coast, man. Honestly. But, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
your fault being a bandwagon.
whatever. Anyways. Gotta call me out on it, didn't you?
Alright, well, some college football going on. I don't know if you care. PSU, Penn State at Ohio State. Be a good game.
That'll be a really good game.
That's 12 o'clock on Saturday.
That's a 12 game? Damn.
I mean, you ever watch college? That's like...
No, I do, but I didn't realize. I thought that game would be on, late.
No.
So who else? We got Penn State, Ohio State.
Tennessee and Bama. I mean, Bama's probably going to win, but that's what I said last year. And, Tennessee upset Bama. Kind of shaking the whole room up. I'd love to see a good game against Bama. No one likes Bama. But I think Ohio State's going to pull it off, me being an OSU guy. I like seeing the guys succeed.
Bama, most hated team in college.
Yeah, we're still ranked 6th. I'm not too mad about that, but I'm like...
Well, you're right there, so...
Yeah, but whatever. It is what it is.
East BC and Georgia Tech. So that'll be good. I know that Notre Dame is kind of not showing their thing. I know they did just beat Caleb Williams and USC last week, and they played really well. It was USC, right? That was USC.
Well, I'm not sure. I don't follow Notre Dame.
Well, it's Caleb Williams, so yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
like, so yeah, he handled that really well. They did win that game actually, so, but they dropped down for sure. They didn't really.
Yeah, so Ohio State showed them what a real football team looks like.
Notre Dame had
Yeah.
4 chances that last drive to put the ball in the end zone, and they did not perform.
So, I don't know. So I do think that they need to fix some things for sure.
But yeah, it seems like a week recap. I mean, be excited to see where the World Series matchup's gonna be, and to see what these interesting lineups will be for NFL. Sleeper teams coming back, especially that Sunday night game. Definitely gonna be watching that.
That'll be fun. I can't wait.
But
I'm gonna watch my team be in the dumps again, I guess. Is it even worth it?
one can wish.
I don't know, man. What do you think that the Giants would need to like fix? And, like they need to fix something, but I honestly don't have any words for them other than the fact that they've disappointed a lot of us.
I mean, like you said, they just need to score. Like if they like keep a drive alive, like even if like
even when they do, they don't execute it.
I mean, I think they should give Daniel Jones some confidence. A lot of down talk on him, the whole team. I mean, I believe in like if you keep, a strong vibe going on. I mean, you can be not in a good spot, but you keep believing. Someone's gotta get rolling. Something's gotta keep going.
Doesn't matter who you
Someone's gotta
put.
click.
Doesn't matter who you put behind this quarterback if your offensive line. Line wasn't even that bad. This week they were okay. They were making running room for Saquon. It was really good to see him back for sure. But they play better when Saquon's on the field, dude. They just can't score a touchdown.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean, we basically recapped literally everything. I mean, I don't know what we've missed. I think that we know in the NBA that the Celtics and the Bucks are just gonna clean house in the East. I know it's kind of early to say it because it hasn't even started yet, but
You think it's a lock?
it could be. But like the NBA, there's 82 games in the NBA. So it goes from the end of October to June. And that's a long time. So everybody goes down with their ups and downs. Everyone has their strengths and their weaknesses. But I just feel like with the Bucks getting Lillard and the Celtics getting Holiday and Porzingis, like, this is going to be a very good matchup if this happened tomorrow. But there is a lot of time left. So just like the NHL, like these seasons are so long to predict who's going to be in the Stanley Cup or the NBA Finals in the middle to the end of October. You can't predict that yet. On paper, you could, but not right now.
Yeah. So.
For sure.
And of course, there's gonna be some sleeper teams that come up that's gonna be like unexpected, and that's gonna play around in the playoffs. So, but good episode. We'll see where everything ends up. Excited to see what's going on, and it's been Alan's Visit Sports Talk. We'll see you next week.